I thought I'd switch it up for ya. What's up, guys? It's Thursday now, so it's not Wednesday because there's no Thursday games this week. So I was like, hey, I did a TD collab. Go check that ish out. So we got the picks today. My dad's in West Virginia. He hasn't been in a bunch of Dolphin videos, so I'm gonna really try to get him to be in Sunday's post-game reaction video for you guys. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about my dad. How's he doing? Tell him what's up, all that jazz. So I'm gonna try to get him in another video. I'm gonna try. But before I get started, here's my dad's score. Here's my pick score. I'm only 2 ahead of my dad. 2 games ahead of my dad. So let's get right to the picks. So we're going to start this MFR off with Saturday's 4:30 game. And we got the Redskins going to Tennessee to take on the Titans. The Redskins are very beat up at quarterback. I honestly think if they did not lose Alex Smith to breaking his leg, Joe Theismann style, I honestly think the Redskins would have won the division. But they Josh Johnson and you got Mark Sanchez. Titans are going to win this one. Me and my dad are both taking the Titans in this one. Got Ravens heading up to LA to take on the Chargers, who are now LA's favorite team. Rams fell off a little bit, huh? So you got the Chargers with the Ravens coming. Dolphin fans, we want the Ravens to lose this game. So me and my dad are picking the Chargers, not because we want the Ravens to lose, but because we honestly like the way the Chargers are playing. I've been saying this all season long. Phillip Rivers, underappreciated. These Chargers team, I think they're the best in the AFC. Then we go to the Sunday games. First game, you got the Bengals headed up to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Now, when the season started, a lot of people were like, the Browns. And then they started losing games, and we were again like, the Browns. Now we're like, the Browns? Browns have the potential to make the playoffs. Will they make the playoffs? No. Will the Dolphins make the playoffs? They have a better chance than the Browns. But with this game, me and my dad are both going to take the Browns in this one just because the Bengals are done. Andy Dalton's on IR, AJ Green's on IR. They're just done. They have nothing to play for except for pride, and the Browns just are a better team at this point. Then we got the Tampa Bay Bucks heading to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Me and my dad are both taking the Cowboys in this one. It's just a very easy pick. Even though the Bucks do tend to come up, sneak up, and take some of those picks from us. Then we got the Minnesota Vikings heading into Detroit to take on the Lions. The Vikings beat the crap out of the Miami Dolphins. Then they're going to go face Detroit at Detroit Stadium. Me and my dad are both taking the Vikings in this one. We like the way their defense and offense are working, especially after we saw them manhandle our team. Bills heading to New England to take on the Patriots. Now, if there was, if this Miami Miracle could have kept on going, and if that luck could have stuck with us a little bit longer, we could get the Bills and the Jets to beat the Patriots, and then we could beat the Jags and the Bills and win the division. But it ain't happening, guys. The Patriots are going to beat the Bills. Me and my dad are both taking the Patriots in this one. Then we got the Packers with Joe Philbin, who said he's not sure if Aaron Rodgers is going to play this game. Now, I get it from an aspect of, you know, there's 2 games left. Packers are eliminated. What's the point of having Aaron Rodgers play and get hurt more? So my dad's taking the Packers. He thinks that they'll beat the Jets. I'm taking the Jets. I think the Jets defense is a little bit better than the Packers defense, and I think if Aaron Rodgers isn't playing, give it to the Jets. So there's our first disagreement. So if he wins this one, he's only a game behind with everything else. The Texans heading to Philly to take on the Eagles. My dad is taking the Eagles because of their comeback win against the Rams. I'm taking the Texans. So here you go. If next week the Packers and the Eagles win, me and my dad are tied. Or could it get even more when he takes it over? Let's keep going on with the picks. Then we got the Falcons heading to Carolina to take on the Panthers. Cam Newton's not playing the last 2 games. He's injured. It's not serious enough where he couldn't play if they were still in the playoff hunt, but it is enough where they're not in the playoff hunt, so he's not playing. So Falcons at Panthers. Me and my dad are both taking the Atlanta Falcons in this one just because Cam Newton's not playing. And then we got the New York Giants heading up to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Again, Dolphin fans, we want the Giants to win this one. Is it possible for the Giants to win this one? Yeah, why not? If their defense can play some stout defense, hold Andrew Luck and T.Y. Hilton to no points, kind of like the Jaguars did, and if the Giants can actually score on offense, unlike they did against Tennessee. We're rooting for the Giants, but me and my dad are taking the Colts. It's the easier pick. It's the smart pick, you know what I'm saying? Then we got the Rams heading to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Rams. Just Rams. The Chicago Bears taking on the 49ers up in San Francisco. And me and my dad are taking the Bears. The Bears are just red hot right now. Red hot. Could be a surprise team in the NFC to make it to the Super Bowl. Them, the Saints, and the Rams are playing really well. Steelers heading to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Me and my dad are both taking the Steelers. If they were playing in Pittsburgh, I would maybe change my pick just because Steelers play different at home, but they're not. They're in New Orleans, so we're gonna take the Saints in this one. Then Sunday night, you got the Chiefs heading up to Seattle to take on Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. Now, don't be surprised if the Chiefs lose this game. Again, there's some home teams that play completely different home than they do away. A lot of the Dolphins. Dolphins play completely different home than they do away. But me and my dad are both taking the Chiefs just because they're better. But the Seahawks defense isn't anything to laugh about. Russell Wilson isn't anything to laugh about. And they're home. So, and finally, the Monday night game. Broncos heading to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Me and my dad are both taking the Broncos. I think the Broncos knocked themselves out of playoff chance, or they still have the same chance as the Browns, but it's unlikely, but we're both taking the Broncos. To top it all off, we'll go to the game that everyone wants to know. Miami Dolphins, home against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Me and my dad are both taking the Dolphins. I'm taking the Dolphins because they're home. I'm taking the Dolphins because the Jaguars have no offense. They have Leonard Fournette. If the Dolphins could just stop the run, Dolphins win this game. Jaguars defense is great. It's stout. It could stop it. If I made a score right now, it'd probably be a 9-3 win Dolphins, just because I think their kicker's better than the Jaguars kicker. So me and my dad are both taking the Dolphins with this one. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Let me hear you guys' picks. I love seeing you guys' picks, seeing where you're at. Before I get to comment of the day, I just want to talk about the fantasy league that I started with this channel. So in League 1, we're at the championship, and it is me versus Dustin's Dolphins. I'm not really going to break down our teams because it could change from now till game time on Saturday and Sunday. And in League 2, it is Marino's my dad versus Cutler did 6 and 10. Now, the way this is working, if you guys are new to the channel, we got 2 games going on, right? We have 4 teams. Whoever wins the game on each league, right, has the highest score. So say Cutler did 6-10 and Dustin's Dolphins, they both win. Whoever had the highest score wins it all, is the DouglieDoWrong first annual fantasy league champion. So, like I said, League 2, you got Cutler did 6 and 10 versus Marino's my dad, and in League 1, you got me versus Dustin's Dolphins. See what happens, fellas? Now let's get to your guys' comment of the day. This one comes from KBM Fins, and he says, I heard that they granted us permission to wear throwbacks again. Have you heard anything? I looked it up when I read your comment, and yes, we are granted an additional game to wear our throwbacks. So Sunday, home against the Jacksonville Jaguars, Dolphins will be wearing the throwback jerseys that we all love and admire. But that's the video. Follow me on Twitter if you're not following me on Twitter already. A lot of you guys have been following me on Twitter. I think I'm at 297 followers. Let's get to 300. If you have a Twitter and you want to follow me, be my guest. If you want to create a Twitter to follow me, be my guest. If you're like, hey, I don't like Twitter, it's weird and stupid, don't worry about it. It's just an option. I like tweet out during the game. I tweet out things as soon as I hear things, especially when it comes to breaking news with the Dolphins and all that stuff. I normally get it on Twitter first, so I tweet it out first, and then I make a video. So a lot of times, if you guys are commenting on the video, hey Doug, Dolphins signed so-and-so, or hey Doug, the Dolphins are doing this, I've already tweeted it out, and then I come on and I chat with you guys because the computer is here. But follow me on Twitter if you want to. Check out my second channel, The Bit Boys. We put out videos every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We've done a ton of Christmas stuff, being that it's December, so if you like video games and you like that stuff, go over, check it out. I know a lot of you guys want us to start playing more Madden and more first-player shooters. We'll do that for you guys, promise. We're almost at 300 subscribers with that channel, so if you like video games or you know people that like video games and funny humor, tell them to go check it out. YouTube.com/BitBoys. It's right here. Tell them to go check it out. Give this video a thumbs up. Dolphins are wearing their throwbacks again, and they're facing the Jaguars, and they need to win this game because if the Colts, the Dolphins, the Titans, and the Ravens all have the same record, the Dolphins get in because they have the better conference record. So right now, the Ravens, the Colts, and the Titans are 8-6, and the Dolphins are 7-7. So, and the Colts and the Titans play each other. So let's hope for the Redskins to beat the Titans. Whatever happens with the Colts happens with the Colts, and then the following week the Titans play the Colts. So give this video a thumbs up because, hey, we're playing the Jags. We got our throwbacks on, like I just said 5 seconds ago, Doug. And we're going to win this game. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I do these videos every Wednesday, or now Thursday, with the picks. I do my previews, I do my posts, I do little tidbits in between. I do collabs with other Dolphin YouTubers. If you want me to do a collab with a Dolphin YouTuber, let me know. Let him know. Comment on his video. Be like, hey, do a collab with Doug. I got a ton of stuff planned for the off season. And if you noticed on the Bit Boys channel, I did a scene idea. And I might incorporate that maybe once in a blue moon on this channel, just when it's the off season with the Dolphins and there's nothing going on. I might throw some things at you, but I got a ton of off season draft and free agency plans for this channel. So subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Even if you're not a Dolphin fan, you might like what you see. But other than that, like usual, guys, stay classy. Fins up.